What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Apple update video, ticker symbol AAPL, where we take a look at how Apple stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we're looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Apple stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me go ahead and hit record. We'll get right into the video. Actually, a nice green end to the week, which is not something that we typically see with Apple. We see typically a Friday fade, but the market was strong today. Tech was super strong today. So what we got was a nice little up day, $2.38 on the day, 1.8%. Let's take a look at this article here talking about Apple reading the market rebound. Here's why. So we got that kind of dip yesterday, remember, about the capital gains hike tax concerns. But you know, that was swept under the rug and we kind of moved forward. So Apple was trading higher amid overall market strength, as well as in anticipation of next week's earnings report. So there's a lot of companies, reporting next week. It's earnings season officially, which is super exciting. Hopefully we see the market continuing to push up during that time. The other thing that I want to quickly talk about is this article here, if I can bring it over from the screen. And what we are taking a look at here is Apple stock buybacks, dividend hike could be sugar on top for March quarters. So we're expecting earnings report this upcoming Wednesday, which should be, we're expecting a good earnings report because it's Apple. We're getting Wall Street predicting 98 cents a share on $77 billion in the March quarter. That would be year-over-year growth of 53% in earnings and 32% in sales. And it's also going to revise their capital return plans, share buybacks and dividends, right? So anytime share buybacks are kind of brought into question, if they're going to buy more shares, the stock price should go up. They're expecting, so Morgan Stanley analyst Katie Huberty expects Apple to be slightly more aggressive with its capital return plans this year. They're probably going to buy $60 billion worth more of shares, annual dividend payments 10%. I don't think the dividend is great. I don't think it's going to be great even after this, whatever they're going to do. But that's okay. Well, I'll take whatever I get on those Apple shares that I continue to hold. Last year, they increased it by $50 billion and increased dividend by 6.5%. Apple's got a ton of cash, tons of cash. So they might be putting that to, hopefully we see the stock price go up as a result. So what we are seeing here is a nice green day for Apple. Again, like I said, $2.38 on the day, 1.8%. NASDAQ was up 1.44, Dow Jones up 231 points, 0.68%, and the S&P was also up another percent. So let's take a look at Apple real quick and we'll see what we see. So, pretty nice kind of climb up right out of the gate, right? We were kind of here struggling a little bit after that capital gains kind of pushed down, took us from 134 down to 131 levels. We pushed up, took a little breather here at 133.45, bounced off VWAP, pushed up. One thing again, and I've talked about this over and over again, this 135 level is proving to be a bit difficult to break into. Got above it, tried, rejected, and then sold off a little into the close. So about 70 cents sell off into the close. Same thing with S&P 500, but if we take a look, S&P did make all-time highs. Let's talk about Apple's daily chart and we'll see what we see here. So this was the bull pennant that we were talking about, you guys. Nice breakout from Apple, absolutely phenomenal, kind of textbook breakout, if you will. So pushed up from kind of the low 120s to the mid 130s. And as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days we're struggling at the 135 level, right? So clearly that's going to be a pretty tough point. That's going to be our first level of resistance, and then 136.05, and then we got 138.43 and 140. Look, that's what we have coming up. On the downside, right, we got this 133.45, 132.52, and then 131.45. Take a look at 131.45 kind of being that turnaround point for us on Thursday and Wednesday. That's the point we bounced off of and then are starting to push up. So I've got pretty good confidence at that 131 level as well, at least for the time being. So what do I think is going to happen? Look, EMAs are looking pretty good, guys. We're above the EMAs. They're all stacked. 21 EMA coming in at 130.20, so good support there as well. I think that come Monday, right, we got 3 more days before earnings. Come Monday, if we have a green market, we start to push up. The key thing is 135. I think if we can clear 135 early next week, I think we hit 138 to 140 by earnings next week. And then, hey, if earnings are surprising, maybe we push up. Most likely, though, we might see a little bit of a pullback after the fact. That's my guess. On the other side, right, if anything happens with the capital gains tax, if anything happens otherwise, we could definitely see a pullback there as well. RSI is looking good, 60, getting a little bit overbought, but I think we could go a little bit longer before we start to pull back. The other thing I want to quickly touch on is S&P, right, making all-time highs, again approaching overbought levels, so a pullback could be coming. That being said, there's a lot of earnings happening next week, so we could see a little bit of kind of push before we see the pullback, in my opinion. So S&P all-time highs, QQQ pretty damn close to all-time highs as well, right? Pushing up almost 1.25% today, about $3 away from all-time highs. So if we get, kind of the push we got today on Monday, Tuesday, we're going to be at all-time highs with the QQQs. So remember, this was a great week for Apple, you guys. We got that. We had 2 catalyst events, one this week, one the next week. This week's event was that spring-loaded event. We got new iMacs, we got the Air tags, we got purple iPhone, we got a bunch of things that was, relatively exciting. And honestly, if it weren't for the capital gains tax push down, maybe we would have even broken that 135 level that we struggled at today. It was kind of that push down yesterday that, made a lot of this climb back up a little bit more difficult. But as you can see, right, 135 clearly struggling. My goal would be, again, 138 to 140, but we really got to break above this 135 level, which we've really struggled at. The other thing is, Apple got into the podcast game, right? They made some updates there this week, so that's super exciting. I think that could be a great revenue source for them pushing forward. And like I said, if they do more stock buybacks, that could be, amazing for the stock price as well, as we see some of that buying come in. The only thing, again, I like looking at both sides. All-time highs on S&P and all-time highs on QQQ. So if you are thinking of buying, I would definitely say be careful. Don't go all in when the market is at all-time highs. Always dollar cost average in and make sure that you build out a position over time so you get to take advantage of pullbacks and you have money laying to do that. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day. And until next time.